And to think I thought Captain Marvel could be the worst film. I was hoping that things would have been good in the next film. It got worse for me. It became the last nail in my coffin for the MCU. Endgame is my endgame. And that's what I'm going to title this thing. I am so fucking angry that I want to actually scream at the microphone, but that ain't gonna get me anywhere. That's not gonna solve anything. It's not gonna make your guys' ear feel happy. Sorry for the noise if there was. I needed to move the microphone. I am not impressed. You people think that now that the original writers or people, the creators, are dead or gone or just not able to prevent you from changing things just so that you can, that that's not good storytelling. That's just saying, okay, hi, old fans, go away. We don't want you anymore. And that's what I've been seeing through every hobby that I have known my entire life. And it's funny. It's like you are alienating not just half your fan base, but the majority of it. The ones that actually make your money. You're thinking that the regular Joe Schmo are going to continue to buy this crap? You're deluding yourself. Because the fact that they'll start thinking about, wait a minute, what, how does this work? This doesn't make sense. So people make videos, and you guys make your statement saying, "Oh, don't ask questions that you don't want to know." Fuck you. That's all I have to say on that one right there. You guys created a disaster on top of a disaster on a top of a disaster. MCU has gone the way of STD and every other franchise. It was like it's been this way for a little while now. I don't know exactly when. I'm going to end up doing that research sooner or later here because I'm. This is Benatni. You don't change things just so that you can make your guys' selves feel better. To say, oh, we're making it our way now. You guys are old. Make your own shit. Okay. I'm happy to say she was barely in it. But every time that I did see her, her condescending attitude is in there. She treats everybody like they're beneath her. Fuck you. You're not God. Or a goddess. You're not queen to me. She's cool. She's cool. He's cool. He's cool, but had his balls ripped off. He's cool, but yet again, you guys definitely screwed him over. You did in the comic books recently, and you're doing it to them in the film franchise. You did the same to him, but the only thing is, he was going to go Ronin at some point in time, but yet, hey, everybody has their downtimes. They get themselves back on their feet. You made him look like a fucking fool. Don't even get me involved on him. And then him. Oh my God. The true Professor Hulk was Professor Hulk. He actually had both the pure strength, rage, and everything in him. plus his vast intellect and knowledge. You gave us the what is that dude? What was his name? Mr. Rogers Hulk. Thank you fucking very much. You guys suck. And then you give us the big Lebowski Thor. Fuck you some more. This is not good storytelling. And then this is your guys' opinion of timelines. Where it's branch, multiverse. I'm not going to even bother looking it up. But yet, that's what you guys are gearing the storyline. Where the one timeline is ours. I'm going to do this live record. Alright. Say this is the MCU that we've been watching as of late. Sorry, I've got a very unsteady hand. That's the MCU. When Hulk, or who was it? I forget now. Was talking to the Sorcerer Supreme. She basically explained that this is her verse. And if we take this Infinity Gem from there, her verse is weakened to darkness from another verse that can invade her verse. He goes from that verse to this verse with that stone, leaving her without her stone. Yeah, here's the problem I'm having. They steal stones from multiple verses. No. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and final. 6th. They started snitching stones from the other dimensions. And then going back to their own. They used the stones to fix Thanos' damage. But 5 years have passed. People have moved on. People have continued their lives. Like the beginning of the film. The dude started dating again. Whoopie-doo. And then comic books have become a drama. Comic books were never really a drama. They did have drama, yes, but not to this extent. And it was up to Captain America to put them all back. So he puts them back and then stays in the past. And then you find the old Captain America on the same bench. That's a different form of timeline. And that timeline is if you kill your past self, you cease to exist. And she kills her past self and does not cease to exist because she killed her other self from another timeline. You can't have both. You can't. Bad storytelling. Bad character layout. Bad. You basically shot yourselves in the foot with me and everybody that I know that have been a fan of this franchise forever, even that are younger than me. 14-year-old young man who's a fan of this stuff hates these films. That's sad because they read the original comic books. You're sad because of the fact that you did not use the proper materials to make your films. You did not utilize the best resource materials you had on hand, and people who have been involved in these things for decades in custom designing. For years, kids have been buying this shit, even adults that are older than me have been buying this shit. And I know a guy who's 80 years old who's pissed more than me about what you've done. But he doesn't say it because of the fact that it's going to go on deaf ears. I'm saying it. You guys have literally bastardized hobbyism in every fucking way. That little thing where people roll in their graves, I have no doubt Stan Lee has rolled in his about a gazillion times by now. But at least that's my opinion. You guys are not making good stories. You're making junk. And that is not good. You are failures at telling a story. You're failures at keeping your own agendas out of storytelling. The reason you guys are kicking her out is because she's exactly what a true woman should be. Badass. Cares about everybody. And had a very dark past and lived through it and decided to utilize every aspect of who she was to help others. The comic book one was just the same. And you guys X'd her out. You X him out because of the fact that he's exactly what you guys feared the most. The white man. And the reason you guys hate him is because the fact that we've had a lot of white guys in office. So fucking what? Get over yourselves. You did the same to him. You basically castrated his ass. Fuck you some more. And then you guys shoved this manverse on us. I am in the fabled words of the coolest YouTuber I've ran into on YouTube, Sir Van Dictor Van Doomcock. I might be pronouncing that name wrong, but my apologies. Without respect, we reject. And you are definitely not respecting anyone with this. And I mean no one. You think people are dumb and stupid, and you think they'll just eat it up. Yeah, they are. Right now, this is a decent film in a lot of areas, but when the dust settles and people actually start reading the comic book, if they ever do, those that do are going to see right through the bullshit that's being shoved in here. Uh, I am done. Endgame is my endgame. And I had a feeling that was going to be the case, Steve. Even during my video for Captain Marvel, I had a feeling that this was the end of good Marvel. I don't care who's script writing it. I don't care who's in it anymore. You have lost your minds. Greed does not conduce for a good story. And if you follow the greed that's in your heart, you will have nothing. The Forgotten Prime, Jack of Many Trades, bids you good evening, good day, good morning, what have you, wherever you are in the world. And those of you who have the copyrights for these franchises of hobbies, you have officially done the exact thing that I feared when I was younger. And you don't listen, you don't even know the meaning anymore. With great power comes great responsibility, and you are failing miserably. Goodbye.